Here in London, we see one of the world's most iconic football venues, Wembley Stadium. And since 2007, it's welcomed the NFL to stage some American football contests as well. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. To the air, Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Walker. He gets loose down the right side. He could do it. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Can't you know this? Those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Sanders all set to send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Easy, Ralph. Hey, tomato.
Lawrence starting with a throw. He's trying to push the field. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, so hot. 11, again. 11. Red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10.
13, Luke.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
On the double.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready. Black Ultra. Ready.
Back to throw, it's Lance. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll go play action. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
30 trail. Yellow. Ready.
Here's the snap on 4th. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here, ready.
Here's Lance. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Hey, James, here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
This is Cox. That's Walker. And he will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Let's go. Yellow, chalk, 17. Set.
Running once more with Brooks. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 20-zip lead. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Done. It's hot.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Brought in right side. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Can I hear Elam getting there for the stop?
4 yards on the pickup.
30 left.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Hey, kill.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 21-0 our score. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They start out with a 3rd and 6.
11.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he'll put everything he's got behind it. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Hey,
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
right. Hey, Lion. Done. It's hot. Silver.
They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Yellow, 43, black ultra. Hut, hut.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Down. Watch out now. 60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Throwing his lands. Pass is caught at the 9. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars were running away so far with that 27-zip game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
Rams, 23. Here we go.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Offense in the hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second
Great
and
job.
inches at the
Take right
45-yard
over.
line.
Open.
From the shotgun, Lawrence bails out of the pocket quick. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Red on red. Hey, Ginger, tight.
Putting the tight end in motion. Third down, Lawrence to throw. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Trouble, 38, cross, 6, Madden, 45, wide. Set.
Looking to throw, Lance. Escapes, caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot at it.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is second and long.
Here we go. Field, black. 50, ready.
Lance. He throws a bullet to the center. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow, 40.
Now it's Lance. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 8 on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
5, 6. Here, hut.
Now shotgun handoff to Brooks. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Ready. 10 black. Set.
Here's Lance now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
52 blaster. 5, 97.
So a tough 3rd down upcoming. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from London right after this.
Ready, break.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Come on, set. 33, yellow, claws red. Red, cycle. Blue, striker. Hut, hut.
They're throwing it. Caught near the goal line. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it.
Okay, ready?
Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Going for it with Brooks. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
The beauty of that execution, Kate, is he didn't even know he was going to get the ball there on 4th down in that RPO. So extra credit for the focus and even more so for the conversion.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Fury, yellow. Steel, black. Set.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead.
Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Hey, run! 11.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Chased out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
11, Agate.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. Pocket pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Not an enviable spot as they come up. Third and long.
Gun. Hey, go, go! Go, go! Soka. 13, Lou! Go, go, let's go!
Campbell going in motion left.
Here we go.
Lawrence facing third and long. They're going to let this one fly deep downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
Rip, 23.
Fourth down, pass coming. He's loaded another one up. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
First down, play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Black, 95. Set.
From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second.
A 6-yard pickup.
Offensive line. This is second and 4.
At the Rams' 13-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw. It's Lance. And the defender comes away with it. And the Rams make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, tomato. Done. Silver.
Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Fred on red.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
2 quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line fast.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And the gun on this 3rd down. Lawrence on the move, headed right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, Ginger. Dad. Sink right.
They've got a man in motion.
Go. Sink right. Open.
Back to the air, Lawrence. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Complete out to the right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air, lands. Headed out right. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jaguars 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun.
DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Driving across the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 42, Rams 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! Hey, son!
Lawrence working from the gun. Forced out to his right. And they get to it way behind the line on this one and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is 2nd down and very long.
Hey, kid, this is hot. 30 left. Here we go.
Lawrence throwing here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
13 moves. Grant, 23. Soga's hot. Go. 11, Agate.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Hut.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Hut.
Throwing his Lance. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Red, 38. White. Drill, green. Smash, red. Blaster, 6. Needle, blue. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. This is Cox. That's Walker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Ready up.
7-yard line.
Ready, go!
Here's a design run. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
Ready?
Shotgun now on third down. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And this one does not go far.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Okay, right? Huge yellow.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over.
Ready?
The
Break.
lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Let's go. Green Jack, 10 black. Ready, ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Genty from the gun. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams have the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Rams first down.
Back to Genty. Still has some space inside the 35. Cuts it to the right side, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Rams making the scoreboard look a touch better.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Rams 14.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
They'll start this drive with Brooks. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down and run, nabs him 5, now second and 5.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Brooks. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Fly blue. Set. Set.
Third and long, they're going to throw. He finds Worthy, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Jaguars first down.
Red.
First
Come on.
and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set. Go.
Here's Lance. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively.
He's got it inside the 10. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. extra point is good by Sanders. And the Jaguars tack on 7 more to their lead.
Rams 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, son, it's a hunt.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Rams.
Hey, easy. Route.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Brought in by his back here. It's Shenty. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Same break. These are 24. Son, it's hot. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He has room past the 25. And he finds the sideline after a pickup of close to 7 on that 1st down play.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast.
Gun.
And they send a man in motion. Here's Genty. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
13, Lou.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide.
Lawrence's pass. Complete to Rashid Shaheed. Ruled out of bounds just shy of the goal line.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football.
Rip. Silver.
They're going to run it with Genty. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Rams putting up points in a game decided. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready?
more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
Flash, red. Down. Ready. Go. 52, blue. Hut, hut.
Back to throw, it's Lance. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it. That's grabbed inside the 30. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Jaguars, moments away from their 4th win of the year.
Ready, break.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Come on, set.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Here's Lance now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Set, go.
3rd down from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them.
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Jaguars keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
1st down throw, Lawrence. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
On red.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here we go.
Back to the air, Lawrence. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Hey, here we go.
1st and 10. It's Lawrence. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, son, son.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Oh, brother, it's another interception! And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Throwing his lands. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And their trip across the pond, a fruitful one, Brock, because they claim the victory over here in London. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say cheerio from London.